it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video, which is a speed build video, of course. Today we are going to be building, I would like to call, a modern gingerbread house in the world of Windenburg, and this build is actually my submission for a collab that I have been invited to participate by Michaela Sims, and it is called the Winter Wonderland collab. Basically, she asked a lot of us simmers to gather together and create a save file in Windenburg, and the theme, of course, is Christmas and winter. And this week is going to be the release week, so you better check that out on Instagram. You can find the post under this collab under hashtag Winter Wonderland save file. And the participants will be myself, Lizzie Sims, Ludic Sim, Hutch Plays, Honey Sims, Kikoi Builds, The Sims Weekend Builder, Simmery Sims, Plumbelina, Sophie the Sim, Pazarine, Simple Cheeks, Emily Sims, Milgay, Plummery Sims, Sauce Inspired, Katney X Creations, KMD Builds, Plummy Sims, Sunny Simsy, Rachel Ped, Miss Sim Reno, and Play Sims with a D. And it was such a fun collab because it is a winter themed collab and there's no winter here, so this collab was really fun for me since, you know, the seasons is different. But I hope that you guys will like this build as much as I did building it. I wasn't really happy with the interior decorations and furnishings because I just don't know, but I chose a modern gingerbread house since the lot that I chose on is the modern part of Windenburg, and I think initially it was a gym that is in Windenburg, so I decided to build a modern house on it, and the theme is a gingerbread house. So I can imagine that a single mom and her daughter is living here. She basically moved to the city with the daughter and she decided to make a gingerbread modern house, I guess, in Windenburg. And you can download this house on the gallery already if you want to under my ID, which is simmerkhai. But talking about the interior just now, I said I wasn't happy with it because I thought that the colors were quite mismatched, but I thought that would be fun also because a gingerbread house is supposed to be colorful, and there's a white roof and also a brown color scheme for the exterior, and for the interior I think it should be Christmas related, so there will be a lot of colors, so you will see that I will be playing with a lot of colors, but to my eyes it doesn't really look nice for the interior, but I really hope you guys will like it though. And initially I wanted to go for the Scandinavian look for the exterior. I don't think it turned out quite the way I wanted it to. Maybe because I use a Christmas color scheme, but I think if it were to have a different color scheme, more towards proper modern, it would really look nice. But for this build, I think it is a mix of modern and suburban. So you'll see that a lot of the furnitures that I use for the inside of the house is more towards cozy and modern. It's not like modern industrial or anything like that. It is more homey and cozy, and a lot of them I use the items are from like packs, like cute packs like Nifty Knitting, Tiny Living, and stuff like that. So basically it's a colorful color scheme going on inside. But as you can see, I already started playing with the color scheme for the outdoor part, and I had a lot of struggle figuring it out because I couldn't really match the white roofing with a brown color scheme. So in the end, I decided to build in winter mode and then make the roof a normal black color, and if it's in winter, the winter is covering the roof, so it looks white, I guess, in a way. So I really hope you guys don't mind that. But as you can see, for the color scheme over here, when there is no snow or anything like that, the roofing I use is white, and if it's white, it's really weird to look at with a brown wallpaper especially. So I decided to change the roofing. I had a lot of struggle figuring out what type of roofing I wanted to go for in terms of the color and material. So you will see that I will also be changing it a bit with a white solar roofing from the eco lifestyle, and I thought that it looked really weird, so I changed it back to this modern looking type of roofing from the base game, I believe. But for the solar panel roofing that I mentioned just now, I tried to also, you will see that I will try to put in green solar panels just to decorate the roofs, because at this point I was like, I didn't really know what to do for or how to decorate the roof, especially because on a gingerbread house you can see that roofings from pictures on Pinterest and Google, they have like decorations on them. So yeah, that's what I did. I didn't put any roof decorations, except in the end I put in like a snowman decoration and also the reindeer decoration from the seasons pack, so it looks like a proper home rather than it being look like a fictional home in a way. I'm not sure if you know what I mean, because gingerbread homes, they don't really exist in terms of the concept and material in real life. So I decided to make it look like a modern, normal home that you always see like in movies or anything, with some roof decorations. But sticking to the color scheme and concept, of course, it is a modern gingerbread house. And then I also tried decorating the windows, and I also tried to place that fence over there, which looks awkward, but I will end up removing it because I thought that it looked too clustered and also too narrow. And it kind of looks awkward over there, so you will see that I will also be changing a few stuff here and there. But over here I was just placing some decorations from the seasons pack and also the holiday free pack, and also some parenthood lighting to make it more cheerful. And I didn't think that the decorations were too messy, but let me know if you guys think it's messy, because it is cluttered up with a few other decorations. And I wanted to also add some color to the brown exterior, since if I were to not do some decorations, it looks very plain and boring. So I ended up adding those decorations that I mentioned just now to make it live a little. But you will also be seeing that I will be moving around the snowman and reindeer decorations to the roofing afterwards, simply because it looks better that way. But yeah, overall I had a lot of fun building this. It is a 2-bedroom and 1-bathroom house, so it can fit up to 3 Sims, but for this theme I imagine it to be belonging to a single mom and her daughter. And I really had a lot of fun because I think this is the first house that I'm doing that is only one story. I'm not so sure if I did a single story house before, but I don't think I did from what I remember. So this will be unofficially the first single story house that I've ever done in building. And I had a lot of fun because it's very easy to furnish, and also figuring out the layout, because it is a box shaped house, so there is not much of um angled walls going on, so it was pretty easy for me to furnish it. And basically the color scheme, like I said in the beginning of the video, for the inside of the house is pretty colorful. I tried to add in some decorations for the Christmas theme, but I didn't really like it, so I just made it colorful. But overall, I think it is a pretty good build, except for the landscaping, because in the winter, the landscaping items are dried out and look super boring. At this point, I was like, something looks off of it. I just don't know why. And I figured that building in the winter time with snow covering the ground looks so much better. And so they will also be covering the landscaping items that I put in, and they looked better that way in my opinion. But over here you saw me struggling with choosing the material and color for the roofing. I tried to place some solar panels, like I said, to decorate the roofs, quote unquote, but it turned out super ugly. I don't really like it, so I changed it to the winter time over here. And I decided to add in that little extension over there, and I will be putting some lamps on it because I imagine that that's what a proper driveway for a modern house looks like, with some fences with plants on it going on. So I did that. And yeah, that's basically it for the exterior. So we are moving on to the interior right now, and I already figured out the floor plan before I recorded. Oh, and disclaimer, I will not be showing the daughter's room for this video because when I was furnishing it, I thought I was recording it, but I didn't. So I only pressed stop recording from what I thought it was, to just find out that it started recording only after I finished furnishing the daughter's bedroom. So that pretty much sucked, and I was too tired to, go back and furnish everything all over again. And I even considered to refurnish this house because I didn't really like the interior, but I I'm just it's just exhausting for me. So I hope you guys don't mind that. But overall, I think it is okay. But over here is going to be the living room. The house also has a study room that is shared with a laundry area. So it will be placed in the section over there behind the living room. And I was trying to figure out what type of furniture I wanted to include for the living room, as it is a modern home. And so I decided to put in a bookshelf to make it look more cozier, since it's a house for a single sim and her daughter. And also, the couches I used are from Tiny Living, which I will be using a blue color swatch to make it look more, it belongs to a proper family instead of like a straight and dull family. So it looks more colorful in this way. I thought it did. And I really like the living room. It is, I think, the nicest part of this house, because of the colors and also the items that I used. And then the dining room ends up being a bit awkward, but it's doable. So there is only like a jukebox in there and also a dining table, and we will talk about that later when it comes. But I didn't really know how to decorate the living room over here, so I ended up closing the walls on the sides of the fireplace to make it look more secure and also looks more filled. And I thought that it looked empty if I didn't do that, so I did that. And because I already put a lot of plants near the corners, I didn't think it was necessary for me to put the plants next to the fireplace with the walls open like that. So in the end, I just decided to close it off a little by adding a couple of columns on the left and right side of the fireplace you see after this. But also, I was thinking when I was finishing this, I was thinking like maybe I should go for an eclectic type of interior design, and also maybe like something very full of energy. So I played around with some colors, and I came up with this blue couch that is from the Tiny Living pack, and also paired it with the bohemian type of side table from the paranormal stuff pack. Is it a stuff pack? The green color pack. And I really like it. From an angle, it really looks nice, but I think it should have been better if the wallpaper was a different type of wallpaper, because the wallpaper right now that I'm using is from Parenthood, and the Parenthood is a nice wallpaper that comes with it. But for this house, I don't think, looking back at it, I don't think it is nice because it's too plain and also looks too suburban. So it doesn't really look modern. But in terms of the furniture, it does. So maybe I will be changing that for the screenshots. I'm not so sure. Maybe not, but probably not. And for the study over here, like I said, it is shared between this area over here is shared between the study table, which is this corner over here, and behind the study table is the laundry place. So it is kind of cramped up, but I think it looks nice because it looks cozy. And for the study table just now, I also added in a shelving unit from the Eco Lifestyle Pack to make it look like it's built in the table that is from the base game. And I really like the study place because it really looks nice. But over here is going to be the dining room of the house. And initially I wanted to go for this Christmas table from the, I think, Seasons or the Gifts pack. But I didn't end up going with it because it looked a bit too like vibrant and striking. So when I view the dining room, all my eyes are focused on the table instead of the furniture around it. So I wanted to make sure that the furniture is blend together well. So I will be changing the table to a more modern type of table. I think from the seasons pack, also the timber table, that is my favorite. So it looked better that way. Either the seasons pack or a different one, I forgot, but maybe it's not. Anyways, I also added in a clock at the corner paired with a jukebox and a plant because it looks better that way. I thought of that. And we're moving on to the kitchen section over here, and I wanted to put something in this corner, but I didn't really know because it's a single square shaped. So I decided to add in a fridge, and I'm pretty sure it's functional. Your Sims can access it. And for the counters, I paired the fridge with the wallpaper, which is brown with a white color counter, so it's pretty much easier that way, I thought. And I didn't really want to add in a lot of patterns for the interior design, since a lot of them are on the walls and also the flooring. So I just used a plain counter from the DHD pack, and then in the middle I will be putting a hallway table that is pretty nice. I think it's from the cats and dogs pack. I thought that adding this type of table that looks more cozy seems a bit more nicer compared to if I were to put all modern things in this, because there is some contrast to it. And this side table, I'm not so sure if it's functional, so maybe your sim can just sit on that stool that I put there or not, I don't know. But I ended up putting that fridge over there and left that wall space empty. I didn't really know what to put there. I wanted to put something like a wall decoration, but it took too much space, so I didn't do that. And then for the front part of the house, I added in that cluster shelving unit from the new kit, which is the Blooming Rooms kit. And I only noticed it only when I furnished this house, so it's kind of weird because I've never used it before. But over here is going to be the single mom's room, and initially I wanted to go for a purple color scheme, but I didn't end up doing so since the wallpaper won't suit a purple bed. So I decided to go for something neutral colored instead, or close to it. So I used the pink bed from, I think, Eco Lifestyle. And then there is also a built-in wardrobe because there was a lot of space for me to squeeze one in. And then for the wall decoration, it's just a simple wall decoration. It's not that plant one that is from the Eco Lifestyle. But anyways, I skipped the daughter's room like I said just now because I forgot to press record, but you can see it in the screenshots. But we are working on the last part of the house, which is decorating the back part of the house. I didn't really want to make it look complex, so I just added in some simple decorations. And that's pretty much the end of the video. So if you like this video, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!